That was random. A homeless woman traded me a slice of pizza for a muffin. 2 muffins, actually. Although I said 1 muffin was enough. She wanted to give me 2. So I was like, okay. So random. Today, I'm doing something that until a couple days ago, I hadn't even heard about. One of the mountains here on the Big Island, Mauna Kea, is only accessible by 4-wheel drive, and rental car companies don't let you take their cars off the paved stretch anyway, so you can go as far as the visitors center, but that's it. If you want to go to the top, you have to have your own vehicle, 4-wheel drive, or take a tour. Just looking into what there is to do at the visitor center, and it sounds like not much. So then I thought, well, it's not really any point going there unless I could go to the top. So I did a little looking online, found a couple tour companies. You have dinner, they give you hot chocolate, all this stuff. Then they put you in a 4-wheel drive and take you to the actual top where the observatories are. And you watch the sunset from up there. And then you go down to 9,000 feet or something like that. The very top is just about 14,000 feet. And do a bit of stargazing. And then they take you back to Kona. And it's a little bit expensive, but I had a look, and I thought, okay, I think I want to do this, even though it's a little bit expensive. And by good luck, there was 1 space left. But I hesitated, and I was like, oh, I don't know, should I book it? It's a lot of money. And I didn't. And in the morning, something happened that would have made it impossible to go that day. So that's a really good thing. But in the meantime, 3 spaces had opened for the next day, which is today. And I held off while we were occupied. I was flipping through a magazine and it was talking all about Mauna Kea. I thought, okay, it's either taunting me or it's nudging me to go ahead and do this, right? So we got back, there was 1 space left again, so I booked it. And so that is what I'm gonna be doing today. I'm so excited. Can you tell?
Visitor Information Center.
So 20% less oxygen up here at 9,200 feet. Got a jacket for later.
Disorientation. Stone cabins for visitors and
Yeah, so that massive dark shape looks like the horizon is Mauna Loa. We're up above the clouds. Got my meal for the evening. It's like being the campground. This plant is called silver sword. I think what I find most amazing is that all of this is on one island. You know, you can be down there at the beaches and the coffee farms, and then be on a volcano or the rainforest, or up here at 9,200 feet. I don't really feel any different at 20% less. I could feel it in the bus on the way up, but now that I'm here, not really. It's going to be 40% less oxygen at the summit, but according to the driver, at no time are we at dangerous levels. I don't know, they were giving me oxygen at like 12,000 when I went skydiving, but that was also in an airplane, so you're going up much faster.
Right on the right, you see some dorms. These aren't public though. These are for astronomy people, either engineers or workers, maintenance crew, people like that.
The shots out the window, but it's just so amazing. It's so amazing. Unbelievable. It's supposed to be about 28 degrees up here, for like -1 or -2 Celsius. It's pretty cold. It feels, even with this jacket on, it's freezing. Really freezing. It's beautiful. So this is the view from the top of the world. I can feel the lack of oxygen up here. Like, wow, everything's so amazing. But it is really amazing. To the actual summit, apparently, and the actual summit is only 6 feet higher than where the road ends, and you're not supposed to go up there. It's very sacred to the Hawaiians. as you can see, some people went up there anyway. But apparently they'll be shouted at. There are actually quite a few people up here, considering that they... Oh, I'm a little bit winded. I'm surprised there's so many people up there, considering you have to go up that road, which our guide said is intentionally unpaved as a deterrent. Look what I'm in. I'm walking in snow. In Hawaii. To the sunset, but still cool. So, I am back in Kona, and I wasn't able to film very much after the summit for a couple of reasons. One of them being there wasn't a whole lot more to film, and the other being they were trying to keep light to a minimum in order to improve the stargazing opportunity. Gosh, this is a really horrible green light. The stargazing opportunities. Speaking of the green light, which are actually yellow, but they look kind of green on here, there's a reason the lights are yellow, and it's again to do with the observatories on Mauna Kea. Basically, for all the lights on the island, the only light bulbs they're allowed to use are these, which have this sort of yellow glow in order to minimize the light pollution that would affect the telescopes. In fact, apparently they can just filter this color right out. It was quite cloudy. There was not a whole lot to see. I think I've gone the wrong way in a sketchy part of town. They tried to carry on with the star show anyway, you know, laser pointer, like, oh, up there, it's this, that's that. But you couldn't really see much. You had to use your imagination quite a bit. Then it did start to clear, and man, I got to see, for the first time in my life that I know of, Orion's bow. You probably know Orion. Orion's very recognizable, especially Orion's belt. So Orion's supposed to be an archer, right? With one arm back and one arm holding his bow. And I got to see the bow for the first time. That was pretty cool. And then there were a couple other things. One of the other things, which happened before that actually, was going on just as our guide was talking about it, which was some of the observatories on Mauna Loa across from us were shooting lasers into the sky. And he was talking about it like that could happen sometimes, and it was flashing there on the hillside, and a lot of us could see it, but none of us said anything because we didn't think that was it. It didn't seem very dramatic. And a bit later, after the stars started to be obscured again by the clouds, we got to see kind of this orange glow down the slope quite a ways toward Hilo. And that was Pele, the goddess of the lava there. Or less poetically, it was just the lava. Our guide said that doesn't happen too often. Maybe twice in a month that they go up there. And the last cool thing we got to see was Mahina, the moon, rising and rising, and we kept waiting and waiting for the clouds to clear just enough for the moon to rise. And it did. It came between the clouds, the really dark clouds that you couldn't see through. And while they were trying to get the telescopes to focus on it, it went behind a different cloud. So that was it. We got to see the clouds around the moon through the 128 times telescope or whatever it was. So yeah, not the most amazing starry sky, but still pretty cool for those reasons. And really at that point it was like, I don't even care. You know, the sunset wasn't that spectacular. It didn't matter. It was still so amazing. And I don't know how much of the commentary I'll have kept in the video, but it's a narrated tour, really. Like, he knows everything. Botany, geology, history, astronomy, fun facts, random tangents, Hawaiian myths and legends. Very informative tour. Oh, and real Ghirardelli chocolate as well. They give you hot chocolate, and it's real Ghirardelli chocolate. So, see you again tomorrow, no doubt. Find something else fun to do. I hope you enjoyed. I had a good day today. So I hope the video turns out. So yeah.